Over the last couple of years, RAB seem to have taken the lightweight backpacking and lightweight running pack world by storm. And the latest thing, the Syclon, seems to be doing the same. So die-hard Outside YouTube followers, I know there's like 2 of you, may remember a couple of years ago we reviewed the RAB Muon 50, and then more recently than that we did the Veil XP. Well, if those 2 rucksacks had a baby, it would probably be the Syclon. So if you didn't see those videos, I suggest you go and watch them because they were both really successful and really good products. The Muon is a really lightweight, big rucksack, but incredibly light. And then the Veil XP was a really lightweight, sort of longer distance ultra running backpack as well. That was fully waterproof, the Muon wasn't, and here we have the Syclon. So like I mentioned, it's taken all the good features of both of those rucksacks in one. So it's a super light day or multi-day rucksack that's got tape seams and a waterproof face fabric. This is the 40-litre version. They also do a 30 and they do the women's versions as well, which come up a couple of litres less in volume because of the shorter back length. Now, the 40-litre might not be the lightest on the market, but it's still incredibly light at 890 grams. But that's because it's also fully featured. Probably the most interesting thing is this 40 denier waterproof nylon face fabric. Now, RAB have given it an IPX4 rating. Now, what that means is it's not submergible, so don't go scuba diving with it. Although I must admit, when I've trapped air in that and tried to squeeze it out, it feels like there's no gaps to me. It does feel like it's fully waterproof, but I think they're covering their back. Obviously, to make it as waterproof as possible, they've got the roll top. What I really like is the fact that you can clip the straps either over the top like a normal dry bag, but you can use the other straps coming down this way to pull it down nice and tight. That's particularly useful if you haven't filled the entire bag. But just like the Muon, it's got all these big pockets at the front. I really love these storage ones on the side in particular because they've used a really durable fabric, and while they're really voluminous, it's got such a good elasticated strap on the side. You can get big things in there, but it'll ping back into shape when you're not fully filling it. This huge big dump pocket at the front will swallow loads of things. I had a tent sticking out there earlier. Of course, you can put like poles down the side, waterproofs that are drying here. Loads and loads of different storage options. These big pockets on the front of the pack also double up as a protective shield for this lighter fabric. They're using their 100 denier Spectra fibre ripstop nylon, giving that extra durability. Just to keep the versatility up, you do have the ability to put ice axes on there if you wish. Also, you could put poles in there if you've got the longer length ones that might not go in the side. And then looking along the bottom here, we've got these straps, which I think are really useful because if you go really, really lightweight backpacking and overnight camping, you could actually put your tent on the outside, maybe a roll mat, and suddenly a 40-litre might take all your lightweight overnight gear. So spinning it around and having a look on the back, you can see it's really well set up for moving fast and particularly getting really warm. So in summer and you're sweating a lot, this will feel nice and airy. It's called the AeroFit back system, super light but carries the load really well. The mesh back here will allow lots of airflow, of course, through here, but same on the shoulder straps as well. Really thin and well ventilated, but wide enough to spread the load so it feels incredibly comfortable. The hip belt feels absolutely brilliant. Again, somewhere between a running pack and a light rucksack, but it's also got in here really brilliant, absolutely massive zip pockets, and they're easy to get to while you're wearing the pack. Great place to keep things like emergency snacks, maybe your phone, jelly babies, sunglasses, things like that. Again, the shoulder straps have got a bit of a nod towards the running pack world. Everyone seems to be loving this these days. So slightly wider, and it's got a zip pocket and dump pockets too. The zip pockets are absolutely perfect for keeping your phone in, your compass in, things like that. And the dump pocket here has a little bungee at the top. So if you're putting a water bottle in there, one of those soft bottles, you can drink on the go without having to stop and get your bottle out the back. However, if you prefer using a bladder, there's a separate zip pocket at the top here. So you unzip that, you don't have to go into the main compartment, particularly if it's raining, you don't want to open that waterproof layer. You can drop your water bladder in there, tube coming out, and drink that way. I actually think that pocket's really good because I don't particularly like using bladders, but I would use that for other things. Great place to keep a map, so again, you don't have to dig around in there. Maybe an extra layer, completely separate, goes all the way to the bottom. You can get loads of gear in there. It's also the place it's got that little storage pocket as well, where you might want to keep your wallet and keys, things that you won't need till the end of the walk, and you don't want to like accidentally pull out when you're bringing your jacket out of the main compartment. So I think all these features make the Syclon an incredibly versatile rucksack, obviously designed for fast and light adventures. Can't see why it couldn't be an everyday day pack. You could even use it for those longer distance ultra races, some of those things where you need full kit list, got quite a lot of gear with you, and you want to get a little bit of weight onto your hips. But just having that waterproof feature of the roll top bag, such a game changer. I reckon about 80% of the customers I see in the shop go, are these waterproof? Talking about all our rucksacks. General answer is no. Well, here you go. Here is a waterproof one. If I had to have a bugbear with this pack is the fact that it only comes in one back length. However, the success of the Muon that's only got one, maybe that's what Rab are playing on. Also, I'm 6'4", and if I'm honest, it does feel pretty comfy, and it seems to be able to adjust a little bit here for shorter back lengths. And saying it doesn't come in different back lengths is a bit unfair because obviously doing a women's specific version does mean that there is a shorter back length as an option there as well. And as you can see, I've done that dry bag clip over the top this time instead of down the sides. So the Syclon fully featured, incredibly lightweight, multi-day or day pack for all your lightweight adventures. Hopefully you found this video useful, and hopefully go and check out those other videos I talked about on our YouTube channel and consider subscribing. Of course, rucksacks is pretty specific to you, to me, so if you get a chance, come in the shop, try them on with some weight, we'll do a proper fitting for you, and we hope to see you soon.